Dopamine Machine, The Neuropsychological Cost of Escalating Social Approval by Toby Gross immerses you in a world where our built-in reward systems, once designed to help us survive, now fuel a quest for social affirmation in a digital age. Gross doesn't just review the science, he traces an evolutionary line from primal survival instincts to today's compulsive habits, revealing how our brains have become unwitting actors in an algorithmic playhouse designed to feed on our desire to belong and be seen. Gross begins by painting a vivid scene, early hominins relying on dopamine-driven curiosity to explore new environments. That same neurochemical spark fueled critical advances, toolmaking, language, social bonding. Yet in modern times, this adaptive mechanism is weaponized. It's no longer fire or food but likes, shares, and follower counts that stoke our neural craving for acknowledgement. The stakes have changed, but the games remain eerily similar. He then masterfully interweaves stories from his clinical practice. There's Marcus, whose mood spirals when his social media engagement dips. He perceives silence as rejection, his dopamine circuits mistaking absence of feedback for a threat. Gross doesn't diagnose with distance, he immerses you in Marcus's fluctuation from elation to despair, each ping like a lifeline and each downturn like an avalanche. As the narratives unfold, Gross introduces core neuroscience, the mesolimbic pathway, reward prediction error, incentive salience. But he refuses to linger in dry jargon. Instead, he shows you how a single notification can act as a cue, triggering a dopamine prediction loop. That little chime isn't just a sound, it's a chemical door that swings open a craving, a practiced reflex born from centuries of survival instincts now co-opted by design. He then invites readers to step back and evaluate the architecture of this world. Infinite scrolling, algorithmic feeds, intermittent reward systems, all engineered to keep us hooked. Gross quotes Tristan Harris and others to underscore how our attention has become a commodity, bought and sold in instant bites of affirmation. He doesn't shy away from the murky moral landscape. This isn't just marketing, it's mining our minds. Gross moves from culture to cognition, reminding us that dopamine circuits responded originally to real-world achievements, hunting successfully, learning a new skill, bonding with others face-to-face. Now they're pushed to respond to viral memes and empty affirmations. His client case where someone feels achievement only through online applause drives this home. Dopamine obeys any system that rewards, whether hollow or whole. Gross doesn't leave us stranded in critique. He turns his clinical lens toward resilience strategies. One is the art of calibrated disengagement, stepping away from platforms, not in a dramatic withdrawal but with purposeful experiments. Social fasts become chances to rediscover subtle sources of reward, a deep conversation, a walk in nature, the satisfaction of a completed project unmeasured by public metrics. He also explores dopaminergic stewardship, simple habits like delaying a post, reflecting before responding, choosing depth over breadth. Like a gardener pruning shoots to let a tree branch sturdily, Gross suggests we can prune our feed habits to grow roots of intention. He doesn't promise easy salvation, he offers a craft. Throughout the book, cultural commentary blends with evolutionary psychology. Gross shows how our ancient social hierarchies, once local and slow, have gone global and lightning fast. A single photo can elevate or annihilate one's perceived status in seconds. It's a cognitive hazard no human has adapted to face. But Gross's tone remains balanced. He acknowledges that social media can be a force for good, connection, creativity, community, so long as we remain aware of how it engages our reward systems. It isn't the tool that's toxic, but how we use it within a neurochemical economy not designed for abundance. In an especially poignant chapter, Gross tells the story of a teenager who nearly loses herself chasing approval. But through guided awareness and recalibrated feedback loops, she rediscovers her voice beyond the screen. It's not a redemption arc scripted by technology, it's authored by her, with dopamine as both challenge and guide. Near the end, Gross circles back to philosophy, borrowing from Stoics and modern thinkers. He doesn't reject desire but invites a wiser negotiation with it. He urges readers to notice the impulse before they act. To see dopamine as an influence, not a tyrant. The final chapters are perhaps the most human. Gross acknowledges that many of us don't want to unplug entirely. We like the buzz, the connection, the simplicity, the immediate affirmation. But he argues for intentional curation, choosing which platforms, when, and for what purpose. He frames this not as resistance but as personal sovereignty over our attention economy. As you close the book, Gross leaves you with a quiet challenge, to reclaim your dopamine system not by quitting the game but by learning its rules. To transform it from a machine of automatic responses into a partner in purposeful living.